video.
I think that the sort of system, I call them social machines, these systems which are technology, somebody sets up a piece of technology where the people do the work, and the technology is forming the framework. I think they're really interesting. I think that we need to make lots of them. I think that we need to keep trying ways to make new different sorts of fora, to make new different sorts of debate systems.
Okay. Tim Berners, let's start with a small quiz. So who do you know? Who do you think this guy is? Do you know him? No? Nobody heard about it? Yes?
The guy who invented the internet.
Exactly. That's the guy who invented the internet. He was in the newspaper this week, I think, a big interview. And he's talking about the future, no? And he says that part of the future of the internet will be in what he calls social machines. Okay. Let me introduce you one social machine, or what we intend to be a social machine. It's called CitYsens. This is the name of our project. My name is Javier Bardon. We are a group. I'm representing a group of a group of people with very different backgrounds. They are, I would say, all quite good professionals coming from different companies with different backgrounds. I myself work in the field of have worked in the field of marketing because I'm dedicated right now 100% to this project. He's the inventor of all this, Pedro. He worked in HP. He's a computer PhD. There's another guy that he does mobile applications, quite good. He lives in London. So we are a group of team. Ramon, he's a video producer. We have him here. But also there are a lot of people that are backing us up in this project. We have around 70 people that are the testers or the alpha testers, so people that have an opinion or tell us things or try the functionalities of the system. How many of you have seen this? This is a very powerful, no? It's a very powerful image that nowadays you see a lot, no? It's a big fish being eaten by hundreds and thousands of small fishes. Okay, as a metaphor, it's really powerful. The image is really powerful, but the problem is actually how do you organize all these small fishes so that they can have power? Okay, it's very difficult nowadays. So our system, our social machine, what it tries to do is to actually organize all these people so that they can unite and they can pursue some social goals. Okay. Every time you create a system, or every time you try to build a program in the area of internet, you need to ask yourself, what is the pain that you are going to solve? What is the pain that really consumers or users are suffering? Okay, that your program, your idea, your project is actually solving. Okay, if it doesn't solve any pain, the likelihood that you fail is quite high. But if you have very clear what is the pain that these people have, well, then you have a start with a solid foundation, to my point of view. So the pain we are trying to solve is actually these people, the individual citizens. Okay. They have several problems when it comes to social, to organize themselves. Okay? First, it is very difficult for them to know which are the activities that are happening around these people. Think about yourself. If you're living in a town, in a city, do you know what is happening around you? Do you have an agenda of events or initiatives that are happening around you? It's really difficult. I mean, you need to dive into the internet, to search, to look for the information. It is not at hand. It is not easy to access to that information. These people also, they want to discover people with similar interests. They may be interested in environmental issues, in agricultural issues, I don't know, pet issues, etc. And they would like to find people with similar interests. They would ideally like to receive alerts on what's coming. So, okay, we are here. It's the 31st of October. When is going to happen an event or an initiative that it interests me? Okay. And they also want to be heard. Okay, they want to elevate proposals to politicians or try to pursue their own agenda. Okay, nowadays it's not very easy to get all this sorted in a system. But then there is also the leg of the social organizations, social groups, civic groups. Okay, there are hundreds. These are only in Madrid. A lot of different groups, a lot of different organizations with civic or social aims, with civic or social purposes. Sometimes they are really tiny. Sometimes they belong to a neighborhood. Sometimes they are only a bunch of 5 to 10 people. And they struggle to give visibility to their initiatives. They don't have a place to post what they are organizing. They don't have a place to let people know what they are doing, the goals they are pursuing, etc. So those groups, the pain they suffer is that they don't get their events or initiatives amplified. Okay. Also, they would like to know, they would like to get real data on how many people are going to attend to an event, or how many people are following them, etc. To find committed citizens beyond what we call the triple F, friends, family, and fools. Okay, normally these groups, the people that are around them are just simply familiars or friends and nobody else. And they would like to coordinate better, to organize better, and that means that they would like to post, document pictures, etc. And there is also the leg of institutions, okay? Local governments, regional governments, politicians, private companies. They don't know what's going on. I mean, I don't know if you feel it, but it's hard for them to be grounded, to be in the reality of what people experience, what people live every day, okay? What we want is actually not to put them aside, but for them to be integrated in the system so that they can understand what is really happening around them in their local context. Post also their own initiatives. There are a lot of local governments with a lot of initiatives that they don't break also the clutter, okay? And finally, we think that it could be a powerful system to organize research and pools to citizens. Okay, so if we get all these three stakeholders working together, okay, that would be what in the 70s was called the fluxus. No, you get the fluxus. I don't know if it's an English word. No, fluxus is like when you enter in a kind of a spiral of productivity that goes beyond what is expected. No. But let me show you real people speaking about this. Okay, we using Ramon. Okay, we have gone to the street and asked people how do they organize themselves and how do they know about the social initiatives that are being organized around them. Let me show you this video.
¿Estás interesado en enterarte de lo que está pasando? Sí.
No, no es fácil.
Es difícil. Los medios son los que son.
Realmente suele ser por red social o por amigos que lo tienen a los...
De los correos, de amigos,
Por internet o por mensajes.
Un grupo político que me manda cosas por internet.
Por internet y a través de grupos de Facebook.
¿Constitución me preguntas?
Sí,
No.
No, yo creo que todo lo contrario. Yo creo que es la gente la que organiza las cosas ajenas al ayuntamiento. Sí, bueno, de primeras creo que no.
Yo creo que lo está desfavoreciendo. Pero desde hace mucho tiempo.
Muchísimo la red social porque es básicamente mirando?
Pues el WhatsApp. También Internet, lo que pasa es que lo miro como
Tenemos una web y luego hacemos mucho streaming también, que colgamos en la web.
Que yo sepa, Facebook, Twitter y poco más.
Yo creo que Facebook y todas estas cosas.
Okay, so you have seen a lot of problems here. Okay, like people using networks that were not really thought for this purpose, trying to use whatever they have at hand. Okay, but in many cases these systems were not thought to deliver or to connect, to make people get connected. Okay. So what does this system, our system, CitYsens? You are joining? Okay. Okay. I'll try to.
I've been sick, I haven't
I'll try to cheer up a little bit. Okay. Four concepts that I think they capture the idea of what we want to deliver. First, CitYsens is a network. Okay. So far so good. There are many networks out there. Networks are trying to connect a lot of dots. Okay. A lot of people. But it's not only a network, it's also a social network, not a social network like Facebook or Twitter. It would be a social network because it is actually done only to host civic or social initiatives, ideas, etc. of a lot of different areas. It can be environmental, it can be cultural, it can be sport, it can be animal defense, you name it. Everything that has a social content can be posted in the system. Also, it is a local system, and this is very important, and it's one of the points of differentiation vis-a-vis other system, which is the fact that the main purpose is to connect people in a local level, okay, in a neighborhood, a village, a town, to see what you really have around you, and to try to connect people that are close, physically close. Okay, and the fourth one, what is it? Anybody guess? Yeah, the fourth idea is that it's a bottom-up system. Okay, they are the people and the social groups, the ones that are uploading the information, and this is different because right now what normally these systems are quite the opposites. They are the governments that want to impose to their local citizens, etc., their systems, but this doesn't work because the citizens, they say, well, you don't tell me what I need to do. It should be done from bottom up, okay? And this system is thought to be done to get bottom-up information, okay? So that would be the four ideas that would capture the essence of the system. And there's a big metaphor, which is this system is like a dashboard, okay? It's a dashboard of local social initiatives, okay? We are programming it, okay? That is only at the functional level. We haven't done any design yet, okay? But the system would be more or less like this. It would have a geolocalizator, okay? It would tell you where you are. For instance, this is my city where I live 30 kilometers away. Alcalá has several neighborhoods, okay? You can see what is being organized in every neighborhood, okay? You have a sort of a calendar, okay, of all the initiatives that are coming that you can customize according to your interests, okay? You can see what is being organized, who is organizing that. You can say that you will join that event. You can post that event in Facebook, viralize it, etc. The organizations can show, for instance, this would be this one here. You would get information of what they are willing to do. You can see documents, etc. Okay. Where are we right now? Okay, we have done a concept test in a scalable area, in an area of the east of Madrid. Results have been quite good. We launched it a year ago. It's just an agenda. This is a collaborative agenda. It's not as powerful as the system that we want to create. It's just basic information, okay? But it shows how people really have the need okay, to know what is around them. We have increased number of visitors day by day, and also the number of events are growing. Our idea is to launch this system in February 2015. Start in some areas that we know that they have requested us to launch this system, so friend or supportive areas. But our idea is to expand nationally by end of 2015, and ideally to other international countries beyond that date. Finally, the challenges that we have ahead, okay, as you can imagine, we are only 6 people. We have a lot of challenges, and therefore we need help, and we need above everything, we need brains, and you have brains, so you can offer us your neurons, and we have tried to identify for you some of the areas in which we are facing some challenges. Okay, like the revenue model. It is not easy to make money out of normally out of these projects. We have some ideas, but for sure we can put some brain here. What is the go-to-market? We have also some ideas of how we want to approach the launch of the system, but for sure input is very welcome. Concept sale. This is particularly difficult. This is not an easy project to explain. Okay, we need to work on a concept level to make it more so that people can grasp, can get the idea easily. Okay, what is the expansion strategy? How do we define success? So when do we move from territory to territory? Which are the metrics that we have to use? I mean, a lot of things, a lot of areas where I think strategic areas where I think you can help us. Okay, so those would be the last the challenges.
Sí, pasa que no sé si será eso muy sencillo. Eso significa una coordinación muy grande entre todos los colectivos que existan.
Sí, creo que sería mucho más fácil poder enterar si estuviera todo en un sitio, pero a veces es inviable.
Pero claro, que esa plataforma tenga muchísima difusión, porque si no, haría falta.
Slide where you have your friends and numbers. No.
That's
No.
yeah.
Or
This.
yeah. In results, you have 2 columns. One goes in the thousands, and the other one goes in the hundreds.
Yes, these are the number of events that are being published monthly in this agenda in this area that I was
Yeah,
mentioning.
but the unique visits, it's in hundreds or in thousands?
In thousands.
In thousands.
Yeah, and number of events in hundreds. Yeah. I mean, it's this system has a lot of limitations. Okay, it's really a shit. You can call it like this. Okay, we did it just for concept purposes. Okay, to validate the concept. Also because the social groups in Alcalá, in this region where we are launching this, requested us to do a system like that because they wanted to show what was being organized around. Okay, but I mean we are having increased demand of people, subscribers that get alerts on what is going on. I mean, people are quite happy in this area to have this tool. Okay, but again, this tool is really very limited. It doesn't have the capability to viralize the content. The interface with the user is not really nice. The design of the page is not good. So it has a lot of limitations. So that's why we want to launch like a real network. Okay?
Well, but it's the basic lean startup principle in a way, right? You're making a proof of concept, seeing whether it works in order to then try
really
to refine
information delivery, but full stop. Nothing beyond that.
Okay. Paula?
Yeah, I was going to ask, how do you filter all the information that is published in your website?
That's a very good idea. It would take me, and this is part of our issues, is that it is not easy to explain all this because it has a lot of different implications. And this is a very good one is how do we decide which content is uploaded and which content is not uploaded. Okay, there's a series of criteria that you need to respect when you publish an event. So it has to be according to the human rights. It cannot be denigratory, several. But of course, at the end, there is a judge that says, okay, this is good, this is not good. Okay. Of course, then when a group or an organization has published already several initiatives or events, and we know that they are okay, after several publications, they have the free to publish on their own, and also the users can denounce, or this is called denounce. They can say, okay, this is not good, and then we filter it like also this way. But
And because as they are social initiatives, sometimes they can generate like violence or something like that. How can you manage that? Or I mean, because I don't know if people, you're like asking people to go to the streets and like to be like a lot of people there. So
well, we try not to host any violent manifestation. Okay, of course, eventually we are not responsible of what it can happen, because of course here we host also manifestations or demonstrations that can be published in the system. We don't have the control of what can happen later with this demonstration, etc. To which extent this is also part of our responsibility, we don't know yet, because we need to check legally what is our level of legal responsibility if something happens. We think it should be limited, but we are not sure yet. We need also legal advice. So I didn't put it as a challenge, because I understand that you are not legal experts on the Spanish legislation, but if some of you are, it's fantastic. But yes, that's for sure a very good question and a challenge that we face, for sure.
Okay, thank you. Let's leave it here, because there are other projects and I want to make sure each project has its share of time. Thank you very much.